How's it going, everybody? Hope you're all well. So we're going to take a little wander from Cromer to Overstrand today. We're going to walk along a prom, have a wander about, have a look at some boats. There's a museum just around the corner, and just see whatever else we can find as we're sort of wandering about. Tide's on its way in by the looks of things. It's quite well in, so let's spin round and do some exploring. Welcome to the video. I'm Carl. Let's go. Yeah! So we're parked up on the big hill over there in the Road 75. We've got the lifeboat station down here to the left. Then we've got Rocket House Cafe and the museum in front. Looks like they've got the little lifeboat out doing a bit of maintenance on it. See it just there. They're doing plenty of work today, as you can see. Got loads of old vintage tractors and stuff that pull the boats around. See Cromer Pier there in the background there. And we've got the old fishing boats. On the front here, they launch and go out to sea out there. There's plenty more to see around here as well. They're working on trailers, they're doing all sorts of things at the moment. Good old tractors. Don't think this one here has been very far for a long time. So there's plenty more boats along the shoreline, as you can see. There's a lot of work going on today. A lot of noise. Crab pots in that boat. Obviously going after the old crabs and lobsters and stuff. Grace Elizabeth. We've got Willow. Cool looking boat. Another fishing boat with all those things. Making a lot of noise up here. I think that's where they're working on the sea defences and stuff, so we'll have a look at them as well. Got a big old stainless steel boat here. It's pretty cool. The whole thing's made of stainless. Another vintage tractor. Just walked down to the water's edge. There's a big old crane pylon up there. It's making all sorts of noise, really loud, echoing like mad right through the town. So just have a little wander down here, have a little look at the water, and we'll carry on down that way. Very tiny, gentle little trickle in today. Quite nice out there in a boat or a steam or something like that today. It'd be lovely. Okay, so let's wander along the water line and see what's happening down there. You can see lots of people in orange jackets and suits type stuff. Don't know if they can let me go past, to be honest. You never know, we'll have a little look. More boats down here. As you can see the top of the cliffs and stuff up there, there's a walkway along the top there you can walk along. Must be 10-15 people over here on the pathway where they're working. We don't have to shut off or what's going on yet, but we'll have a look as we go down there. Cool, that's hard. These big old rocks and stuff are hard to walk on. Twisting your ankles and stuff. Cool. And up on the top there, we're actually, water's further in, further on this side, look. So we're actually further out. Nice big old engines on there. Lovely. There's a catamaran boat there. It's a nice looking boat. Crazy cat. Also around this side. Another tractor. And another one of the aluminium boats. James Michael. Cool boats. Want one of them myself. Pretty cool. See right through and see how they're all put together. Literally all sheets are stainless and then just all welded together. Take a bit of skill to put one of them together and make it all work like that, but nice boat. Right, let's see if we can carry on this way then. As you can see further down there, we've got lots and lots of workmen here. I think they're piling along the side there, ready to put some more cedar fence in, by the looks of things, but there's a lot of standing around going on and not too much work. Oh man. So you can see what they're doing here. They're putting the pylons in. The sleepers are just for the digger to work on, and then they're putting the pylons in along the sides. As you can see, it's got a tractor with a big old trailer in there coming in every half an hour or so, just bringing in more pylons, and then they're just working their way along in the trench along the side there, digging down when they have to and putting them in. Should be pretty strong. So we're a bit further down past all the work. We're working our way along. Got a nice big row of beach huts and stuff here. Don't think I can get back up onto the prom now. Unless I can find some steps. That's a nice shot from down here anyway. Cliffs are a lot bigger up this end, as you can see. Sea's just rolling in, lovely, nice and soft little waves. Perfect day to be on the beach, a little bit windy, but it's a lovely warm wind. Certainly nothing to worry about. Car's saying 18.5 degrees, so not bad. Well, that's something you don't see every day. It's a tyre. Big old tractor tyre buried in the beach here. Can't say I've ever seen one of them on a beach anywhere I've ever been before. In the UK or abroad, to be fair. Quite an unusual sight. I'm still walking along the bottom of the shoreline at the moment, trying to get up around that corner, and then we'll see if we can get back up on the prom and see what we've got around the corner up here. Plenty of birds and stuff flying around, seagulls and stuff like that, riding the waves and everything. Haven't seen those seals enough today yet. There's plenty of time for that. Must admit though, this shingle, all these rocks, whatever you want to call them, they're very hard to walk on. I've probably only walked 3/4 of a mile, something like that. But that's really hard work on this stuff. I can't go down on the sand down near the water because I'm in my trainers today. Which is unusual for me. Still got plenty of beach huts along here. All various colours, shapes, sizes. Looks like there's a ramp a bit further up here, so we should be able to get back up onto the top of the prom if we want to. A couple of the beach huts have got names. This one's called Blue Moon, but most of them haven't. A couple of people enjoying their beach hut there, sitting there on the beach. So I don't know what these ramps were used for. They don't go anywhere. There's no more prom or anything up this end. It's just a case of walking on whatever you can find. Sand, gravel. Got some wooden bars at the moment. And if you just keep walking and keep walking, right down there and right around the corner, you'll come up to Overstrand. See up the top there the white chalk cliffs. There's quite a lot of that around here along the coast. The white chalk, especially up sort of Sheringham End and that sort of way. So I'm not going to carry on just walking all the way along here, because at the moment all we've got is cliffs and beach. Basically there's nothing else really to look at. It's nice for me to look at, but it's not too good for me to walk along and film the same thing for 20-30 minutes. I'm sure you want to see more interesting things. Yeah, the beach is lovely. That's definitely a nice walk. What I'll do is I'll come back on when I get another 1.5 miles down that way. Okay, so we've probably been walking for, I don't know, well over an hour now. We're now coming up to some interesting bits. See the big old cliffs, and this is sort of where they start to slide. You can see this is all quite loose, and the boulders and that have been coming out of the cliffs. So we're going up here, and let's have a proper look at what's going on. Big chunks of twisted metal and stuff coming down the cliffs, and large rocks. Just normal landslides as well, you know, big huge bits of turf like this. Just working its way down. There is sort of cedar fences here. Got like the The rafters over there, which is just wood with stone behind it basically. And then you've got a rock defence along the front here. And then as we get just up here around the corner, got some really big concrete structures. So we'll have a look at some of them. You can see even when they do the pilings like this here, over time, yeah, they do disintegrate because just the salt water, nothing you can do about it, and that's, you know, that's really, really tough metal. Obviously, that's, you know, it took a fair few years for them to get like that. I would think probably 20 plus. But as you can see, all the way along, the whole lot of them are just getting eaten away and not really doing their job anymore. This is a huge landslide behind me here. Come right down from right up the top there. You can see where it's come out the top of the hill there. Massive slide, and then all of it just ending up down here. So there's sort of a halfy concretey bit here, as you can see. We can quite easily get our way up onto the top of it, and let's have a look. More rocks and stuff will come down. All of that looks like that wants to come down anytime soon, doesn't it? Yeah, it's pretty crazy. And this is why I wanted to do the walk along, just so we could have a little look and see what's happening, have a look at some boats, have a look at the sea, have a look at the defences. We've got proper concrete steps and defence all the way along there with pylons. I can't walk along the bottom at the moment because the tide's right up. And then the structure I'm on up the top here. And then obviously the cliffs behind. There's a ramp up there if you want to walk right up a cliff and then back up again and up to the top. You can park up there. And we're basically walking along the concrete structure at the moment. Everywhere you look there's rocks and stuff being buried everywhere, trying to stop everything sliding. Looks like it's doing an okay job. Not quite sure what this structure here is, so if anybody knows, drop it in the old comments below and let me know. Plenty more concrete down here, and as you can see the pylons go out and round the side there. So we'll try and go down and have a look in a sec. Another old vintage tractor. Crazy really, these things, they just go on and on forever if you just look after them slightly, keep everything greased. They'll just keep going forever. The odd paint up with the wheels and stuff, and a couple of more fishing boats. There's another rampway there, as you can see a couple of people coming down. So we'll go off to the left here and have a look what's down here, shall we? This is what I was walking along just now, along the top there. Big concrete structure. And defences like that, from what I've worked out and from what I've seen along the coast, seem to work. Why they don't put something in like that at Hemsby, I don't know, because they could just do it once and that'd be done. That'd be the end of it, end of the problem. End of story, but don't know if I'm going to walk along here. I don't know how slippery it's going to be. That's not too bad, not too bad. We'll see if we can walk through, shall we? A little bit slippery, but nothing too crazy. We like to be a bit adventurous, don't we? That's what we were looking at from the top a minute ago. Pretty cool. Now the water is splashing over the top of this one, but I'm going to make a run for it. If we get wet, we get wet. The waves are not too crazy today. The further we're coming up, the calmer I seem to be getting. I think it's just getting deeper. The two waves coming in, as you can see. Nothing to worry about too much. Braving it now. Just in this little corner in this bay, it's just a few waves coming in. Ooh, it's a bit slippery along there. Right, so we're not going to walk along the top of this bit here because I want to go up there and have a look at the fence and the cliffs up there. So let's go up there. So back up a ramp. This is a ramp on the opposite side. There's a ramp down the other side we came down, and we're going up a different one. Ooh, I was lucky that water just splashed right up here. I was lucky to walk across there without getting soaked. So back up onto the prom. Another vintage tractor. Jane Marie fishing boat. And then there's some big old cages up at the cliff. Now again, this is something they could do at Hemsby as well. They caged the cliff like that and actually dug them right in like that, and then concrete along the bottom deep into the ground with a concrete structure, maybe like so, like we're walking on, so there's a prom along there. I think that'd work quite well. Now don't get me wrong, these cages, they're still metal encased, so over time they will break down. You probably will see a few along the side here that broke open, but they've been putting new ones up by the looks of things as well. Yeah, looking down the end here, I think there's a couple that need sorting out, need some new cages, but the stone's doing its job and it's basically holding up all the cliff, just holding it all back. It's just doing a fairly decent job of. Obviously this massive concrete structure we're walking along is really, really helping. Like I say, if they'd done that at Hemsby and all the other beaches that need that sort of thing where all the cliffs are coming down, that would pretty much be the end of it. There's only cages of stones at the end of the day. Yeah, you see some of these here, look, where they're falling forward and broken apart and stuff. Just where the cages have corroded and opened up. Obviously they've got the force of the cliffs and stuff behind them pushing them as well. It's just a case really they want recaging, or really a cage put over the whole lot, so if that did come loose that will then just hold everything sort of thing. But they're doing their job. A couple down here, down this end have all opened up, as you can see. Them ones are all opened up and sort of spread everywhere, but they're still working, they're still doing their job. There's a few gates and stuff up saying promenade closed, but I don't think it is. There's loads and loads of people walking up and down. There's lots of slides like this. This is slid all the way from the top all the way down onto the prom. It's a pretty big slide. Lucky it stopped there and didn't go straight over the edge and end up down there, blocking the whole lot. Some more here, big slides from right up the top there, and basically all the way down and coming over the edges. A bit slippery on this path here, on this wet water. Sort of greeny underneath it, that makes it quite slippery. It is still coming down, knocking the gates down with them, isn't it? There's plenty of this along here. There's a huge slide out at the top there. That's only come halfway down. It didn't actually make it all the way down there. And some more here is actually all the way down. So we found some more beach huts along the sides. All different colours, lots of them are blue. Some more like rampy bits and stuff you can walk down and get down there. Don't know what they were originally used for, but it's not deep enough down there to moor up any ships or anything like that. It's quite shallow out there. If anyone knows, please let me know. You can still walk down there. Don't know if you can get back up. Cliffs are getting higher around here, but no doubt there'll be some more cliff falls as we get a bit further along. It's quite windy along this end, but again it's a lovely warm wind. probably 15-20 mile an hour, something like that. Water splashing over the edges down here. Yeah, we might have got along. We could have walked along there and then walked along that bit there. We probably would have got wet though. A few people down here in the old beach huts and sitting outside reading books and just sort of laying back in the sun. It's quite a nice day. The sun is out quite nicely. Cool, that headwind is right in my face. Just up here to the right there's a really big steep ramp, and I mean steep, that goes halfway up the cliff and then stops at sort of halfway and then goes up even further, even more of an angle the rest of the way. It's a really hard one to walk up. We'll go and have a look. They're setting up like a little site bit here, probably ready to get some machines and stuff in and do some work. Stop the rest of all these cliffs coming down. It's quite a bit of concrete around here, so you'd think that'd be quite held back from the sea really. Looks like they concreted in a new top half of the slipway here. Quite nice. Depending on what you're launching down there, you could whip down there with a sib or a jet ski or a small fishing boat, something like that. Small slides from up the top there. There's sheds in the hills up there if you have a look, or huts. That's going to go next time that slide. There's a big slide over there halfway up the hill. Obviously this has all come down, and it's the same pretty much all the way along there, but there's no road to walk really. Once you get to them rocks a bit further down there now, you can't get any further. They've just put them rock and concrete in all over the place, basically trying to save these cliffs. So we can't really walk any further that way, which is a shame. If you look in the distance you can see some big old cliffs, and a lot of them are dropped as well. So let's go up the ramp. Don't really need to because I've got to walk all the way back and all the way back to the pier, which is going to take me a good hour and a half, if not 2 hours. It's all part of the fun. It'll be nice to walk up this ramp, just sort of show everyone and have a look off the top of the ramp, see what we can see. As you can see, we're still getting recent slides right here. That's all coming down and ending up on the prom. So it hasn't really stopped. All this wind and all this rough weather we keep getting, it's not really stopping anything. It's been non-stop. Today is quite warm, like I say, 18.5 degrees according to the car, and it feels pretty hot. But for the last however many months, it's been a lot colder, a lot rougher, windier, etc. So it does look like there are trails and stuff down there that takes you around them rocks and then up along there and along them cliffs along the end. But as I said, I've already walked a long way, and I've still got to walk all the way back to the car, so I think we'll do that one another day and see what's down that end too. So we're halfway up the ramp. Not going to go all the way because there's no need, I've only got to walk down again. So just to give you an idea, quite out of breath, but you will be. There's no way you're going to walk up here without getting out of breath. That carries on up there and round the corner to a gate, and then you're up on the road. Whew. So I'm going to conclude this one here. It's been a nice walk. Like I say, I've got to walk all the way back anyway. So I'm sure you don't want to see all the same things again. So, whew. So, thanks so much for watching. I'll wrap this one up here. I'll see you all soon in the next video. If you want to support the channel, then jump on the members. It doesn't cost any more than a cup of coffee, cup of tea, something like that. It's very cheap, and it just supports the channel and helps us do more of these videos. Whew. If not, you're quite welcome to leave a little tip on the old PayPal or something like that. 50 pence a pound, all makes a difference. If 100 people do it, that all helps towards Phil and helps us produce these videos, edit these videos, etc, etc. So thanks so much for coming in, and I'll see you all again soon.